Welcome back to Politapod, where we can go over a lot of this stuff that's going on in current news, right down the middle, trying to give. But that's your thought is your thought, and however you think is however you think. Okay, so today we have a video that we've never seen. It's from Fox News. It's there's something much darker going on here. And we're gonna give our opinion on it, and see it for what it is. All right, let's go.
Trump transition team co-chair Tulsi Gabbard has been on a tear through the country, campaigning for Donald Trump in battleground and blue strongholds.
In the last 2 weeks, she's visited more than a dozen states, reaching out to Democrats who are disaffected with Kamala Harris.
Here to tell us what she's seeing and hearing on the ground is Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi, it's so great to have you on this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Good to see you. Thank you so much.
I have no idea who that is. Not that I don't pay attention to politics. I don't pay attention to her. I don't know who that is.
So it's been fascinating to see how the Trump campaign is being very strategic about how they're using you and RFK and deploying you out to places that are blue, like in Wisconsin, in that Madison area. But you've been with the campaign for quite a while. What have you been seeing, and what kinds of things have been changing as you've gone along in these months on the campaign?
Well, there's a lot of energy building, that's for sure, and it's palpable on the ground. I just want to share some of the really incredible and unique experiences we've had. That event that we just held in Madison, Wisconsin a few days ago. At every one of these events that
I didn't see none of these events. I've never heard of her, and I don't know. It's just 3 days to election. If you haven't went out and haven't gone and voted yet, just make sure you go and vote. Do your duty as an American citizen and go vote. It doesn't matter who you vote for, as far as your life should not change with your family or friends according to who you vote for. Okay?
I've been doing with Bobby Kennedy, I ask the audience, raise your hand if you're a Democrat or a former Democrat. And in almost every event, somewhere between 35 to 50% of the room will raise their hand. It was no different in Madison. The cool thing was this, though, when their hands went up, there's probably a couple thousand people in the hall there. The rest of the audience started to turn around and look around, and they all stood up and cheered and welcomed them and just surrounded them really with love and kindness. And I had so many people come up to me at the end of that saying, I came in here afraid. I've never been to a political rally before. I didn't know what to expect. I'm a Democrat.
Me personally, I'm never going to any political rally. I got better things to do. Well, I'm not going to say I have better things to do. It's just not my thing to do.
Lifelong Democrat, never voted before, different variations of this, but each walking out saying, I'm voting for Donald Trump because of what I experienced here today.
You know, Tulsi, when Mark Cuban says Donald Trump doesn't like to surround himself with smart, intelligent, independent women, it's hard not to see that's a direct shot at Kellyanne Conway, Kayleigh McEnany, Linda McMahon, a whole host of other women as well, including you, Tulsi. It seems like it's a direct shot at someone like you.
There's actually something much darker that he is implying there, because the premise of his statement is that he believes that Liz Cheney and female warmongers like her are what defines strong women. They are hypocrites and cowards because.
Okay, so this is what I've noticed about all parties. What they do is they take someone's words and they make it way more deeper than what it actually is said on the surface. Now, the meaning of what they say, it's, Donald Trump doesn't surround himself with smart women. Okay, so that is I guess, a blanket statement to where you can take it to anywhere, any level that you want to take it to, and say, hey, look, okay, this is what he really means, without actually knowing what he really means if he does not describe it in a way that you're describing it. So, I mean, honestly, I think people should just go and say, hey, look, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Instead of going on TV and saying, okay, this is what he means, and this is much more deeper than that, and they shouldn't be doing this, and they shouldn't be doing that. Ask the person. We are adults. Ask the person what they mean. Or is it not that easy? I don't know. That's how I would approach things.
when you look at people like Liz Cheney, she is eager to send our troops into harm's way. She is eager to advocate for more stupid wars, but she and other warmongers like her will never volunteer to put their lives on the line for these military adventures they're advocating in. I just finished a couple of days of Army Reserve duty at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and yesterday morning I stood there on the graduation field and saw a few hundred brand new soldiers graduating from basic training, probably 1,000 family members there to celebrate them. And it was so moving. And I was thinking about people like Liz Cheney when I was watching them, because these are the young men and women who will pay the price, potentially with their lives, if people like Liz Cheney, Dick Cheney, and Kamala Harris are allowed to be in power. This is one of the many reasons why I'm so strongly advocating for and supporting for President Trump to go back to the White House, to end wars, not start them.
You're exactly right. The closer you are to it, the more serious you should be about how you utilize those young souls. Tulsi, real quick, where are you going in the closing days? Where will you be hitting the trail on behalf of the campaign?
We got about 72 hours until Election Day. I was just looking at the schedule. I will be in Georgia later today, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, and North Carolina before Monday night.
Before Monday night.
All right.
There we go.
Well, thanks for being with us this morning, Tulsi. We appreciate
Thank
you being
you
on
so
Fox
much.
Good to see you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
Okay, so what I have about that thing is, I mean, I didn't get anything out of it. I really didn't get anything out of it other than the fact that, you know, it was a back and forth thing. They were saying that this person was saying that and you know, trying to explain how they, I guess, perceived what was said, you know, and give their explanation of what they think, because without hearing straight from that person on a definition of what it is, it's all speculation. To me, that's how it is. So you may think differently, which you have the right to do so. And I would never get mad at anyone to think any differently. We could always talk about whatever and put our opinions together and come to some conclusion or whatever. Maybe the conclusion is already came to in the way you think. But you gotta, I look at things in a different perspective, in which I expect everyone else to look at things in a different perspective, because we aren't the same people. Okay. Now, all we know is we have to coexist in life together. So we have to find a better way to do that. If we can find a better way to do that, then life would be much, much easier for a lot of us. Okay. So thank you for taking the time. That's all I have for this one. Thank you for taking the time and checking out this video, and put down in the comments what you think this was all about, or whatever you want to put down in the comments. Just go ahead and do that. Make sure you subscribe, because I'm definitely going to be doing more videos on any news that's in there, and straight down the line, I give my straight up opinion about what it is. I don't watch these videos for the first time to gather notes or anything like that. I give my opinion straight on the spot. Okay. All right. Thank you. Everyone, please take care. And until next time, we'll see you.